This is my review of the album The Doors live at the Pittsburg Civic Arena, May 2nd, 1970. It was released in 2008 and produced by Bruce Botnick. So this album, I guess, was recorded during, I think, the Roadhouse Blues tour in 1970. I think a lot of the shows were recorded by Bruce Botnick. And this one, I guess they would have released it sooner, but it was missing part of the beginning of the Light My Fire solo and the Talking Before Close to You, which they just kind of replaced from another concert around the same time. I honestly wouldn't have even noticed that, I don't think, if they hadn't mentioned it. See, I remember when this album came out really well. I used to see it in the store all the time. I never bought it back then, and I picked it up and looked at it a lot. I always thought it had a really cool cover. Really the reason I never bought it was just that I was getting other albums by like other bands and stuff at the time, and I never really had the urge to hear the set list on it that much. See, at the time I had this album. It was The Doors in Concert. This was like the second Doors album I actually ever bought when I just had the greatest hits. I found this at, I think, like Best Buy or something and bought it, and I believe it's a compilation. It's 2 discs. It's a pretty good collection of their live stuff. But really, with this album, it was kind of a long time before I really wanted to seek out that many Doors live things. I just wasn't really that into live concerts at the time, and really I would have kind of rather have watched a live video if I was going to hear something live. I don't know, when I was younger, I was really into the live videos, and I kind of watch less of them now, but back then I wanted to get any live DVD I could find of any bands that I liked. But the live albums just didn't have the same kind of attraction for me. I don't know, I wanted to watch the band if I was going to see them live, and kind of watch the way they played and stuff like that rather than just listen to it. But now I'm getting more into live albums and enjoying them a lot more. Especially when you get through all the studio albums and you've listened to them so many times, it's really good to get the live albums and hear something different. Which is kind of the reason why I don't have a lot of Doors live albums yet, and I've just been buying them kind of slowly because I enjoy that there's still Doors stuff out there that I haven't heard yet, and still kind of something that every now and then when I want to hear something new from them, I can go and buy a new live album and have something completely new to hear. So this album, the set list of it, like I said, back then I just really I don't know, when I looked at it, I didn't see that much stuff that I just really urgently needed to hear, which is kind of why I went and bought other things at the time. And I guess I should mention that I bought this probably a year ago on eBay. So the album opens with Backdoor Man, then it goes into Love Hides. That's not a studio track. I don't know. I should have looked up if it's something that they wrote or a cover. But I enjoy it. It's on the concert CD that I have as well. Then they go into 5 to 1, Roadhouse Blues, Mystery Train, which is another non-album track, which is pretty interesting. Away in India, same thing for that. Crossroads Blues, Universal Minds, Someday Soon, which same thing, all that's non-studio, just kind of them doing stuff. Then they go into When the Music's Over. I always love the live versions of When the Music's Over. I feel like When the Music's Over is probably my second favorite of the long Doors epics. The Soft Parade's definitely my favorite. But I would say that I think When the Music's Over is probably the best representation of the Doors doing one of those long epic songs. I don't know, in some ways for me it's almost the perfect Doors song, even though it's not my favorite. Then they do Break On Through, Push Push, Vamp on the Soft Parade. Then there's a little announcement, which I believe this is what they put in from another concert, because then they go into Close to You, which is sung by Ray, Jim doing backing vocals, and I think it's a pretty cool live track. To hear them do that live, they sound good singing together. I think Ray sounds good on the lead vocal. And then they go into Light My Fire to close. So yeah, this really cool live album. I think they sound really good here. The band's playing really good. Jim sounds really good. I like the set list a lot. Like I said, back then I wasn't super excited to hear it, and part of that was it has all these things like Mystery Train and Away in India, which I had no idea what they were, and they weren't on studio albums, so like I kind of just wasn't that, you know, enthusiastic about that then. But I was kind of wrong. They're cool. It's neat to hear them do something different that they don't have anywhere, you know, on a studio album. So yeah, live in Pittsburg. If you're a Doors fan, you want to hear their live stuff, so I would definitely recommend this. It's a really good live album.